Okay, guys, so we continue with writing a literature in psychology. The segments we have talked about title and author abstract. The next is introduction, which we have discussed, and we are in the fourth one. Let me point out here immediately before I explain them that under method section, I see some of my final year students writing methodology. Please, those things may be allowed in economics, sociology, or even biology, and then whole science, but in psychology, we just write methods. Method section, method, not even methods, excuse me. So, under these methods, the next thing under it is under subheading. Okay, let me mention them. Under the method section, please, we have 1, participants, 2, instruments, 3, yes, procedure, 4, design/statistics. You cannot be writing on that method and you're not capturing these 4 subheadings: participants, instruments, procedure, design/statistics. These are the things under method section. I would, in the end of this, when I'm done with this literature writing, I would want to explain some things about the exam concerning this place, because it's the major part of your exam, this literature writing. Now, after writing your method, like I said, the first subheading you have is participants. Now, under there, you will now start writing. You tell us everything about your participants. A total number of these persons for my own work is 20 university students, conveniently drawn from where? Faculty of Social Sciences, departments in Faculty of Social Sciences, which includes sociology, psychology, right? Sociology, social work, you mentioned them. You tell us how many male, how many female, what is their age, ranging from so to this, right? With mean age equal to this. 5 of them said they were Muslims, let's say 14 said Christians, and 1 said ATR, right? What again? Okay, maybe I will take their classes, okay, first year, second year, third year, if necessary, right? I would check that too. How many were Igbos, or how many said they are Yoruba or Hausa persons, right? Or other ethnic groups. You mentioned those just concerning your work, or the variables or characteristics about your participant that are peculiar to your work, which is part of the thing you collected, right? You mention them, okay? Then what again? A little description. This is everything about. I'm thinking, is there another thing? No. I've talked about their faculty and their departments, their classes, that is their year 1, year 2, all of those things. How many male, how many female, their age range, where, yeah, Christians, their ethnicity. These are things you must tell us or try to highlight concerning your participant. Full stop. That is the end of the participant segment, right? The next subheading there under this method is instrument/material, but most I will just write instruments, right? So the first thing you tell us is that so instruments were used in this research, right? You mentioned those instruments. You know, we are still doing about in second year, right? So I may not go deep in research with you guys, but I'm trying to be more specific with this course. So here now, for example, my own experiment or topic, I would say the following instruments were, 3 instruments were used for the purpose of this research, which includes 1, I will not write 1 this time, sorry, which includes arithmetics or simple arithmetics, right? 2, sad movie by so person, and 3, happy movie by so person, right? That's my instrument. Then I will continue. I will now pick them one after the other. Sad instrument. Simple arithmetics. I will start defining or describing. This refers or includes some mathematical this and that. Example of the questions asked is this. The question range from 1 to 10 and is scored in this format, right? These are the explanations you will try to give. Just describe. Maybe on the long run, right? I would explain these things, but maybe using questionnaires. But because we are doing experimental method, I'll not use questionnaires to explain better. So, but you just give a description of your instruments and how they were scored or used or administered in the research, right? After I'm done with the arithmetic, I'll continue with sad movie. This is a movie directed by so person. This movie had a good beginning but ended catastrophically. This is aimed to check whether you understand, right? To stimulate sadness among the viewers, right? Now, after that, you continue with the happy movie, for example, right? So this ends the instrument level. Then the next subheading comes up, which is procedure. In procedure, you tell us everything you did. Remember, I took time to tell you about science, that science is empirical. We must be able to observe, to be able to replicate. Replicability is one of the great power that science has. If your theory is not replicable, just like what Sigmund Freud psychoanalysis, one of the problems of psychoanalytic theory is the problem of replicability. Remember, psychoanalysis said everything is about childhood. You understand? So imagine when they said, oh, why you are behaving like this because of your childhood. If this is a conclusion, how do I go back to your childhood? How do I research and know whether this research is real or true, right? Now, it doesn't give that room for replicability. That is psychoanalysis. Now, in what we are talking about under procedure, you have not only described the participants, you also told us the instruments and what they are comprised of and how you administer and how you score. Now, the procedure is where you tell us how everything you conducted the experiment. So you start, remember the ethics. In fact, you have to tell us that you assure them confidentiality, or after getting their informed consent, you told them, okay, now look at it, okay, so this is an experiment and this is that is on mode, and please, you are expected to either agree or not agree to participate. And remember, everything here is confidential. It will not be given out outside or be used against or for you. It's just for research purpose. And this, and you said the researcher, the participants agreed, and the participant, the researcher or the experimenter now administer the instrument, starting from the 10 persons in this group, the other ones in this group, and they were given the movies, and after that they were story, right? This is what you have in the procedure segment. So at the end of it, you tell us that they were given mathematics to solve, and that ends the procedure method. Now the next is design/statistics. Design/statistics, I will also treat this place in very important way for your exam. In project writing, maybe in final year, you'll be seeing something like, under design and statistics, you see like a cross-sectional survey design was adopted, and the hierarchical multiple regression analysis was used to analyze the data. which was collected and analyzed with the statistical package for social sciences SPSS version 29 or 23. This ends it. But please avoid this in your exam. This is what you need to know for your final year thesis, right? Or third year mini project, right? But for this exam, please, this is experimental method. When you are asked about design and statistics, simply tell us, watch this. You simply say, this is experimental, right? You simply tell us 10 participants were recruited into a condition A named sad movie, and another 10 comprising of 5 girls and 5 boys also was recruited into this thing, and they were given the group A was treated with sad movie, group B was treated with sad movie, and they were, after the end, they were given arithmetics to write, for which the researcher collected the outcome letter, blah blah, full stop, right? With this, I said, you don't need to tell anybody that is reading that this is between subject design. Please don't write under design and statistics that the researcher used within subject between. Please don't try it. You will be failing, right? So if you used within, considering the kind of experiment you're going to run later, right, you will tell us the researcher, the 20 participants, for example, in my own work, participated or were treated with the first treatment, which is sad movie, and they wrote a test, after which they were given time by 20 minutes, after which they were also called again into the second condition, and they were treated or administered with the second treatment, which is happy movie, after which again the same persons, 20 of them. Do you see? This is within subject design. You don't need to say it out here, right? And that ends that. That's all you will do there. Tell us what happened. And this ends your method section. Method section, which comprise of participants, instruments, procedure, and design/statistics. This is a very important thing to note till your final year. But for your exam, please, let's take it very serious. And this is the size of it, and we'll continue other sections in the next video. Thank you very much.